Hello leaders, Dr. Mickey Parsons with the Workplace Coach here today. I'd like to share with you some information about how CEOs spend their time. For some of us, it's aspirational. Maybe others of us are working way too hard. This information is based on a longitudinal study. It was 12 years long, and the results were published in Harvard Business Review last year. So let's take a look. One of the first things that stands out in my mind is that CEOs are working about 62 and a half hours a week. 48 and a half of those are Monday through Friday. They're working about 3.9 hours each weekend day. And when they're on vacation, they're working about 2.4 hours. They're spending about 25% of their time developing people and relationships, 25% on the functional pieces of the business, 21% on strategy. And the list goes on down to 3% on professional development, 1% on crisis management. They're also spending about 61% in face-to-face interaction versus electronic interaction, which is 24%, phone, letter, 15%. 72% of their time is actually in meetings versus 28% alone. So I think there are a couple of takeaways here. Number one, they're spending a fair amount of time in strategic, purposeful work. And that is a key to their success, we're hearing over and over again. Also, are we spending 3% of our time in professional development? Many of the times, that's not the case. There is an opportunity here. If we look closely at this survey, we see that CEOs are really spending a majority of their time with senior managers and peers and those external that they're building relationships with that will promote the business unit. However, they're not spending a lot of time with those who are in the rank and file. So there's an opportunity to stay more closely in touch with what's happening throughout the company here. So what do you think? How are you stacking up? How do you spend your time in comparison with an average CEO? Perhaps there's some takeaway and some learning here as you begin to navigate toward the C-suite or manage your time and priorities there a little more efficiency. Have a terrific day. I'll see you again soon.